stiger flammorna från bålet där Lucia in i döden vittnar om sin Herre Kristus. Gud, ge oss sådan tro, lär oss leva till din ära, var oss i döden nära. När vårt sinne tyngs av mörkret, när vi famlar genom natten, sänd då Herre dina vänner till att visa vägen för oss. Gud, ge oss hopp och mod, dina helgon må oss lära att med frid vår svaghet bära. Ljuset övervinner mörkret, Jesus alla helgons seger, ge oss kraft som mot Lucia, gör oss trogna in till änden. Gud, ge oss sådan tro att vi med din helgonskara får för evigt hos dig vara.
Kan du berätta lite kort vad Rum för serier är för någonting?
Ja, Rum för serier är ju seriens nyöppnade galleri och även under 2016 kommer vi ha museum här med material från Svensk seriearkiv. Vi har även en liten serieshop här också. Det kommer finnas nya moderna tecknare och tillbaka till gamla från liksom seklets begynnelse, så att det kommer vara hela spektrat, alla genrer.
Vilka är det som ligger bakom Rum för serier?
Ja, det är Seriefrämjandet som är en ideell organisation som jobbar med att främja serier, så att det är det vi ska göra här också.
Ni har olika samarbeten med andra?
Ja, alltså vi samarbetar ju med Serieskolan, med förlagen, som det finns ju förlag som Egmont, stora utgivare här i stan. Just nu har vi ju ett arrangemang med Don Rosa här som är ett samarbete med Egmont.
Vad kan vi förvänta oss framöver? Vad har ni på gång?
Vi har inga fastställda, vi har planer men vi har inte alla bekräftade, så att vi kan inte gå ut med vad de kommande utställningarna är, men vi har idéer på vad det ska vara.
Okay, Mr. Don Rosa, visiting Malmö.
Yes.
One of the most famous artists drawing Donald Duck and Uncle Scrooge. Why are you in Malmö?
Well, I had some time in between a comic book convention in Copenhagen and a signing tour in Helsinki and in Finland, and so my friends here invited me to. They arranged sort of an exhibition here, and so I said, well, I'd be glad to stop by.
Which comics did you read as a kid?
Like all American kids did when I was young, and still all European kids did. I just read everything, all different. We had Western comics, had war comics, some superhero comics, humor comics, adventure comics, jungle. We had everything, just like you still do here in Europe. So, but personally, and it was just like in America, it was just like it is still here in Europe. The most popular, even though all of those different comics were published, the most popular ones were Parks's Donald Duck and Uncle Scrooge, and so those were. I read lots of different other ones, but like everybody else, those were my favorites.
How did you start drawing comics?
I've always drawn comics. My earliest memory, I would just do it to entertain myself. But it would always be comics. I wouldn't just sit and draw a picture. I'd draw very crude drawings, just stick figures, but it would always be a story. You know, I'd like you say, a comic story. I would never just doodle single illustrations. I always like to tell stories.
Your career as an artist, comic book artist, started with The Son of the Sun.
My career, yeah, of course, like I say, I'd always done comics. When I was a little kid, I did them just for my own amusement. And then in grade school and high school, I worked for the school newspapers. In college, I did editorial cartoons and comic strips. And then even after that, for the local newspaper, I would do comic strips just in my spare time, for little or no pay. So I don't know if that's a career. That was a hobby, I guess. But yeah, my actual professional career started with the story called The Son of the Sun, but I didn't know that at the time. I thought that was just something I was doing as a lark, just one time. I intended to do that just for fun. It's something I had always dreamt of doing, and then I was going to, well, even while I was doing that, I was still running the construction company. I did that in the evenings.
Yeah, you must have done something wrong, because you have a lot of fans here. A lot of fans want you to sign the books, I guess.
And sometimes too many. I think I'm just barely keep my head above the water here in Copenhagen, where They had more publicity, I think, for nearly a year in advance. So that was quite a crowd. But then I'm going to be going to Finland, and that's beyond measure. That's I can always keep myself in perspective. I know my popularity is not because I'm so wonderful. It's because Donald Duck is so popular. So he makes me popular, but I try as best I can to deal with all the fans. In Finland, it's just impossible. There's just, they'll put me in major bookstores and shopping malls, and they'll just clog the shopping mall. It's astounding.
Thank you very much for this pleasant talk, Mr.
Sure.
Don Rosa.
My pleasure.
The paper's not slick.
It's beautiful.
So, what do you pen?
You just signature, if it's okay. Yeah.
Boom.